there are moments in MPJ album review where we have to take you beyond the line. And today, for the second time this month, we take you to Beyond the Black. Welcome to MPJ New Album Review Show. And today is the new panel day. We have Pete, we have William, we have Trish, and we have Lauren. Welcome, gang. How are you all?
Good, thank you. Yeah, good.
Morning.
Awesome.
Excellente. That's what we love to hear. Rocking away. So we're going to kick off with Beyond the Black. So something new this year on the show. We do, because we've got two groups we do review with. So we pick an album and it's reviewed by both groups. And we say, well, whoever likes it the most, that's the review that will count. So, interestingly, how will you guys compare with the other guys? Because you all like a little bit of music, so let's find out, shall we? So let's refresh memory. Beyond the Black in 23 with their album Beyond the Black won our album of the year. And actually, after yesterday's review, I listened to that album again, and just to realise how amazing that album actually was. I mean, it was superb and worthy of that title for Album of the Year. So Break the Silence is that follow-up album. And so we'll break the silence with none other than, what I think one of the big fans of that time. Now, Lauren and Pete weren't with us when we did that album, but William, you were. So William, talk to me. Symphonic metal. It's a bit of combo of both, really, wasn't it? I don't think it was they're out and out symphonic metal, or are they? What did you think of this follow-up album to Beyond the Black?
That's all right. So I have vague recollections of it from before. Much time has passed since we last reviewed them, and I elected to not listen to it again for reviewing this, to have no biases whatsoever for it, so I could go in fresh-minded. And I was quite happy with it. It's pretty good. It's a real solid album. Very, it's still got that symphonic-y metal, and it's a lot more just rocky metal album now. It doesn't seem as much symphonic for a lot of it. It's really cool. It's got some great collaborations in there with Lord of the Lost and Love Bites. They're very good songs. It's solid. It's nice. Vocals are on point. Instrumental's good. The album just keeps on having more bits, more unique songs to kind of keep your interest peaked. I especially liked the French one. La vie est un cinéma. I don't know how to. I'm English. I don't know how to speak other languages, I'm afraid. I've lived here my whole life. But it's a really cool album. I had a very nice time listening to it. It was pretty good. Something to, not actively going to seek listening to it again, but it's kind of album where if it comes on, I'll happily plod along, listen to it, enjoy myself. It's just a nice experience, I'd say.
A nice experience. Well, we don't normally get a nice experience with our next speaker, but hopefully today might change. Pete.
You keep asking me to review symphonic metal. It's like the definition of insanity. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. The outcome is always going to be the same. It's not for me. To be fair though, I'm not going to completely burn this down. I'm not going to mindlessly hate this. It was alright for what it is. Got some okay riffs. Lead singer's got very good vocals. But yeah, if I ever were to quit this podcast, it would just purely be so I don't have to listen to symphonic metal albums anymore and tell you people that I don't like symphonic metal. So, but yeah, I really did give this album a go though, because normally I listen to a few songs of a symphonic metal album, then I'm like, yeah, this is the same old shit. But I went into a little deeper because there's some foreign languages on this, and I do enjoy the foreign languages. There's one with this group from Bulgaria, which was quite a cheerful track. The French track, La Vie est un cinéma. It's also quite nice. You almost nailed it, Will. You almost nailed it. So yeah, not completely utter shit, but still symphonic metal.
I think, I mean, obviously, my metalcore is your symphonic metal, really, isn't it? Let's be brutally honest about
deathcore,
it. Yeah, kind of listen to it, but it's just like, okay, meh. Okay, never a meh from our next guest, Lauren, of course. Always hurrah! Lauren speaks. Lauren.
You flatter me, Nige. You flatter me.
This is your first foray into Beyond the Black.
It is, and to be honest, with symphonic metal, I've had a very love-hate relationship looking back through previous scores and stuff. It's either sort of like really hit the mark for me, and that tends to be the stuff that is more sort of got more mainstream things threaded through it, and a bit more of like where it becomes less symphonic metal and starts leaning towards melodic metalcore and stuff like that. And then there are moments where I'm like, it's a bit much for me. This album, though, sort of, having not listened to them before, my main notes from it were like, it's German symphonic metal, which was really cool. However, one of the big things I noted down was, yes, it's not usually my thing, but again, the more mainstream elements that were brought to it, especially by Jennifer Haber and her vocals, that I really liked those. And we love a female lead here. Was really cool. Yeah, it was all right. It was better than some of the stuff I've listened to, so it just sort of pipped a little extra bit there for me. But my main takeaway from it was it's a really cool album. It's got some nice flow to it, but it is still a flavour and a taste I'm learning to acquire. And it's why I'm quite happy to keep trying at it, because as we will see with other stuff that we are looking at this month, especially with returning artists, if you look at my reviews before, I was like, no, not good. Whereas now I'm like, oh, it's my bread and butter. I absolutely love it. So I'm strapping myself in and I'm prepared to be taken on a journey with Beyond the Black. So we'll see how it goes.
Strapping in. Somebody who's firmly strapped into a rocking chair. Trish.
Yeah. And following on from their self-titled album in 2023, an album which I thought would be hard to top, Beyond the Black have gone and done exactly that with Break the Silence. Absolute stonker of an album from start to finish, delivering powerful songwriting. One of the standout moments comes with the collaboration with Lords of the Lost on The Art of Being Alone, where the vocals intertwine, creating a dark, emotive atmosphere that works perfectly. Love the collaboration with Love Bites on Can You Hear Me, blending two languages. The track was punchy and energetic, and it shows just how well international collaborations can work when done right. Musically, the band's fine on all cylinders, and Jennifer's vocals shine throughout, powerful and emotive. This album was my constant companion on repeat during a 3-hour drive a couple of weeks ago, and it never once lost its impact. So, yeah.
So it's quite interesting. So I'm kind of thinking, what different can I what can I bring to this review that I didn't kind of yesterday or in part one of this one? And why didn't I not love this album as much as I loved the other one? Don't get me wrong, I really liked this album, but was it as strong as Beyond the Black? And so I did something that Will and I tend to agree with Will. I tend not to look too far back if I can help it. But I listened to because it was one album of the year, so it must have been good. And Beyond the Black album was fantastic. It's an album that keeps hitting, track after track after track after track is such a high quality. And right from the beginning of that album of the year, it was from the bike. They had it was like a bike horn, from that opening track, and it was just something I hadn't heard before. Right to the incredible melodic "When We Were Dying" track, which was just phenomenal. And so when you compare this album to that album, it is a little bit different. But in my opinion, it's just not even in the same stratosphere of that album of the year. For me personally, anyway. I mean, I love the collaborations, but I didn't think Love Bites really, for me, added a lot to it. I mean, we're reviewing Love Bites next month, with their brand new album, and there wasn't much of Love Bites in there, when you listen to their music. There seemed to be a lot in there as well. The Lords of the Lost collaboration was superb, and for me, unless I understand the lyrics, unless it's Japanese or Mongolian, I tend not to be able to translate in my head the emotions for those songs. So they kind of let me down a little bit. So I think I did compare, and there was just like no comparison, in my opinion, in terms of, for me, Beyond the Black, that album is for me is a legend. I put it on rinse and repeat. This was a really good, solid album, really good. I really enjoyed it, but not way near as much as that album of the year, which I just think is, one of my favourite albums of all time, really. So anyway, right. Well, Simon's not here, but he has voted. Let's find out, and let's then compare what we how yesterday's voted, and maybe we'll have a little game and see if you can guess what they come up with. William, let's start with you then.
I gave it a decisive 3.5.
Oh, a decisive 3.5. Okay then, and so Pete.
My highest score for any symphonic metal album in the history of me being on this podcast. 2.
Okay. Lauren.
Gave it a very confident 3.
Oh, okay. Simon actually quite enjoyed it a bit more. He give it a 4. Trish. 5. I give it a 4.5. Which gives it an average of 4, which is pretty good, really, out there. What did you think? Let's peep. Will, what did you think yesterday's? What do you think they give this album?
I reckon their total was like let's go 4.4.
4.4. Pete?
Oh, I see who's on the podcast the other day. That's
Oh, you got Paul, you got Andy, you've got Cully, Trish, me.
Yeah.
So Trisha, my scores are the same, and Trish's scores. So
yeah, makes sense. They probably gave it even higher, so like 4.2 or something.
Okay, and Lauren.
I'm trying to think, because of course it's one of those things where, it's one of the reasons why I really like why we're doing this year, is there's some flavours that people enjoy that are so different. But I agree with the gents. I think the more mainstream flavour that's in it will lend itself more to maybe their discerning ears. So I reckon you're looking at like a 4.3-ish sort of area, sort of territory.
Okay. Right. Well, they absolutely agreed with you lot. They give it a 4.
Ah.
Absolutely same score. Same score. There was some love and hate in there. So there we go. Pete, we dropped your 2, by the way, because your 2 didn't count. Because only 5 votes can count, as we know. But yeah, they exactly the same, bizarrely. So there we go. So it qualifies for potential album of the year. It could get a wild card. In terms of break the silence out, we've now reviewed 656 albums, and this got into our top 150, 137th album of all time, but certainly didn't break into our top 100. So solid, good album. Not as good as Beyond the Black, though. Not as good as that album 3 years ago. That one album of the year. That's my verdict. You guys all tend to agree. So we'll kick off. We'll finalise with our 2-word review, shall we? William, 2 words to sum the album up.
French cool.
French cool. Pete.
Symphonic metal.
Okay. And Lauren. Sorry?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. And Trish.
Consistently stunning.
Consistently stunning. Wow, we've got the dictionary out on that one. Wow, brilliantly black. There we go. Right, leave your 2-word comment below. Hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope to see you for the next one. Ciao for now, and keep on rocking.